On this episode of Taste This, we're doing a standard tomato soup. Hey, you gotta taste this. Hi, I'm Leo Damien and welcome to Taste This. I've spent much of my life in the kitchen with my large Italian family in Italy and New York. I've worked every position in the restaurant business. I want to show you the heirloom techniques and dishes I've learned from the 8 matron cooks in my family. You gotta taste this. All right, tomato soup. Now, there's tomato soup, like American tomato soup, and there's tomato soup. And then there's like Tuscan kind of tomato soup, which is kind of like tomato bread soup, really. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a tomato soup, which is kind of a tomato bread soup with egg yolks to make it a little bit creamier. So let's start. I'll take this and I wanna make some croutons out of it. So we wanna, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can either go with old, dry, hard bread, or you can take bread and you can fry it up like this, which I'm gonna do this style. I'm gonna fry it up. Alrighty, now go with another pan, go with our saucier pan, and let's get a little olive oil in here. And let's get some onions, chopped up onions in there. Okay, we want to make these onions sweat. Okay, we got ourselves 3 eggs right here, and I'm going to separate the yolk. Look at there, there's our yolks, and those yolks are ready for a little bit later. Now we don't want to brown this onion. We just want it to sweat, so we got to be careful that we don't get the flame up too high. We keep that low enough so this sucker just sweats beautifully. And I'm going to put just a little bit of red pepper flake, not much, just a tiny bit. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit of oregano. There you go, not too much. A couple of pinches of oregano and whatever you like on the red pepper. The tomatoes are good San Marzano tomato. Nice dense San Marzano, you get it in a can. And use your food mill is the best. But if you don't have a food mill, just blender would do it or food processor would do it. And on the food mill, you put it on the fine setting or you use the fine disc with the smallest holes. And you just send this through that food mill like so. Now, look how creamy that is. See that? Let's get a little bit of garlic in here. Just like a 1/4 teaspoon, just a little bit of garlic, not too much. Oh, now we got the aroma going. Okay, we can bring this flame up and we can take our white wine, get that sucker in there and turn up the heat and let's reduce this down. Let's get that tomato, get this tomato in here, some of the tomato in here, and let's get the yolk in part of the tomato in here. Now remember, there's no cream in this tomato soup. It's not like cream of tomato soup, but the egg yolk gives it that buttery, creamy feel and taste. We are going to put half of our croutons in. And we're going to cook these down into this. Let that bread just go in there and soak it up, and it's really delicious. 10 minutes or so. And then you put some of these on top, and wow, a little Parmesan cheese, a little bit of olive oil. Woo! Oh! All right. I still think this needs a bit more salt. And the last stir. We're going to go in here. Now look at that. This is not your ordinary tomato soup. This is the real deal. Then, let's get some incredible, wonderful, some really good Northern California olive oil. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's time. So time to taste this. All right. Oh my gosh. Hey, you gotta taste this. All right.